Hello and welcome to Tech Week in View, where each week we take the biggest stories of the week, chew them up, spit them out and tell you what we think. Stay tuned. Sony used its presser at the Games Developer Conference in San Francisco to launch its latest gadget, a motion controller called PlayStation Move. Now you might have heard of this before under a different name of either the PlayStation Arc or the PlayStation Gem. Either way, what you need to know is it's very much like the Nintendo Wii Remote and Nunchuck, except considerably better and more precise in its movements. How this works is basically you have the Sony PlayStation Eye, that's their little web camera that you connect into the PS3, and then that tracks the movement of the controller, so you can use it from everything, of playing archery, boxing, fighting, shooting, what have you. It's all wireless, so you won't have to worry about getting tangled up as you do with the Wii, and from earlier reports from the show floor, it looks to be a lot more, well, intuitive and precise. It's going to be an interesting time, especially as Sony are pricing it around about $100 for a starter kit that includes the camera, the controller and a game, and certainly going up against Microsoft's Project Natal, which, let's remember, ditches all the controllers and just uses you. Of course, they're pricing it at about $100 as well. Both are launching the holidays 2010. It's Christmas for you and I, and surely it's going to be an exciting time revigorating the games that we play. So you've just got over the anxiety, the stressfulness of buying a new TV and making sure that it's HD ready. Guess what? You've got a couple more buzzwords to learn between now and the end of the year. That's because 3D TV and Freeview HD are going to be the words that everybody's talking about. What the hell are they? Well, Freeview HD is basically a HD version of Freeview. It's going to be exciting because come the World Cup in June, that's what the BBC and ITV are going to be showing high definition games on. Now, there's a lot of TVs coming out from Sony, from Samsung, from Panasonic, from Philips, from Toshiba, pretty much everybody that you can imagine that will have Freeview HD in there. But before you jump too soon to buy those HD televisions via the Freeview HD box that's built in inside, you need to think about 3D TV as well. Now, you might not be ready for 3D TV, you might not really get the concept of 3D TV, but if you're going to buy a television and you're going to keep it for the next 5 years, then it's going to be something that's important and you should think about. Now, there's a number of options available to you. You can either go the full 3D hog, which is top of the range stuff, expect to pay about £3,000, or you can go for something they're calling 3D ready. Now, this is where it gets confusing because 3D ready is not 3D ready out of the box. You'll actually have to buy another box, but it does mean that the panel itself, i.e. the television, will let you watch it as long as you've got all the kit. Either way, it's going to be a minefield to get through over the next couple of months. So what we would definitely recommend is that you make sure you read it as much as you can about the subject. So this week sees the iPad up for pre-order in the US with a confirmed launch date of the 3rd of April. Comes after a couple of months of waiting, but guess what? Here in the UK you'll still have to wait a bit longer because Apple has only given us an April time frame, no specific date, and they certainly haven't priced it either, with many retailers still having to guess that it will probably be around about £389.28p. I know it's that precise. What's interesting is that anybody that is in the US will be able to get one. There's probably going to be a scramble, they'll probably be sold out, there'll probably be massive queues for collection, or if not, just people late in buying them, and then they'll be in trouble because they won't have enough stock. It's all going to be fun and games, it's going to be good fun, but the great thing is that to have a piece of future that you see in all those sci-fi movies, the wait is almost over. You like Star Wars, come on, there's no point denying it. I know you like Star Wars.
Use the Force, Luke.
You'll be really interested in this cool little thing we found on Etsy this week, which basically is a number of different patterns for crochet, of course, for little Star Wars figures. They're $3.50 each, not the figures themselves, but the patterns, so you probably have to enlist either a very hobbycraft friendly girlfriend or probably more likely your nan. But just think, if you give them a whole set now, by Christmas you're going to have little crochet Darth Vader, little crochet Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, there's a little Chewbacca, he's very cute. Obviously the C-3PO and R2-D2. I think our favourite one has to be the Ewok though. Either way, you know, come Boxing Day, when your nan has delivered the entire set for you, the Battle of Endor, the scene on the spaceship. You're not my father! It's just going to be awesome. Well, that's it for this week's show. Hope you've enjoyed it. Why don't you tune in next time for more news, reviews, tips, tricks, opinions and much more. I'm Stuart Miles, this is McGraw TV. Thanks for watching.